So I think in general policy must promote digitization. I think today if we look at last evolution of the policy last few years, I think it's all moving in the right direction. However, there are certain areas where the policymakers need to relook. For example, policies around equipment testing, policies around machine-to-machine and IoT, policies around when the telecom gets injected into the vertical industries, how do that horizontal process work. And I think other piece is because right now all the verticals are having silo process, and I think a stage has to come when ICT or the telecoms must cut across the vertical industries. Hence, when you're forming a telecom policy, it has to take care of that. Tomorrow, telecom is going to be part of healthcare, telecom is going to be part of, for example, finance or logistics and so on and so forth. So it has to be broad-based, then only the vertical telecom.
So in your opinion, what will be the key trends that will come for digital telecom in upcoming years?
So I think, first of all, I think digital is real, and I think digital is good. Because if you look at last couple of years, we saw a lot of disruption that digital created. And I still believe those players, whether it's technology vendors, whether it's service providers or system integrators, those who do not embark digitization as the core strategy in their company, they will cease to exist. And those who take digitization as the prime strategy and the prime focus will be the winners in the coming era, which I call digital era. So I think trends clearly is that I think it's on three folds. First, on the technology side, I think players need to embrace cloud and virtualization. They need to be privy of security being part of everything they do, because it's very, very critical. And lastly, analytics, because analytics give them the vehicle and the ability to extract value out of digitization. So I think that those are from the technology standpoint. From a people standpoint, I think there needs to be a huge emphasis on what skills we need in the coming era. I think a lot of skills that we have built over the last 10 years may not be relevant at all. So players need to think what kind of roles, what kind of competence I need to succeed in this digital era. And the last one is that it is not a walled garden. It's an open ecosystem where players need to cooperate with each other. I mean, we've seen in the old era, when the vast players came in with lots of great ideas, they got stifled under SPs because SP took all the, all the money they made in the process. But I think in the next era, you have to cooperate, you have to make sure that the food flows through the chain, so the entire chain thrives, because that gives them impetus to create more innovation and bring in more solutions that create revenue, that help them optimize the networks and make them efficient. So I think Cisco is a technology player. I think we want to be at the edge of technology, bring things that they need not only today but for next 5 years. So I think three things if I have to pick from Cisco standpoint that we are promoting. Of course, the first one is automation, because automation is necessary. It is not a good thing to have, because automation will help them create self-healing networks. It will help them address the tsunami of data that's getting generated, because there's no way in hell that you can manage this with people. You need to have automation in place that manages this massive amount of data that's getting created. The second piece is security. Security has to be in every part of your architecture. Starting from the endpoint up to the core network, you need to have a security wrapper. So because when the critical business applications, or if you're using technology to do a healthcare application, you have to be damn sure that it's 100% correct. The data is penetrating right, and it's fully secure for consumers and enterprises to use. And the last one, of course, is getting the organization ready. So for that, we are bringing in lots of certifications. Getting operators ready with the networking certifications. We are doing certifications around automation and digitization. So I think we will work hand in hand with SPs to make sure they're up to speed while they're automating their networks. They have the workforce that's skilled to manage it.